Bismillah. Wa alaikum salam, Aki. How you doing? I have the car at the shop, bro. How's business? Wait. There we go. How's business so far? How's yeah, that's good. Not really. That's just them BSing you, to be honest. What's up, Russ? When it's good, you should see search. But wait, are you doing regular trips or eats? If you're doing regular trips, if you're trying to do regular trips, the money sign means nothing. It's BS. They just want you to think, get on the road. There's a lot of money to be made. When there's money, you're gonna see the area red with the amount of search. Yeah, no. You'll see the map turning red. Regular trips, yeah. Don't worry about those. That's just for them to. That's a psychological trick. They want you to think that it's busy, you know. No, when it's busy, you'll see the map red and you'll see numbers on it like search area +5, +3. Then you'll know. Then if you're in that area, that's a bonus. So whatever trip comes in next, you'll get the +3 or +5 plus whatever the trip is worth. But that money sign, That's just them BSing, bro. So, check this out. Last lady I took, I was on the highway and the car started shaking. Like it started now when I hit the gas after 60, it starts shaking. It wasn't doing that before. I said, bro, I'm dropping this lady off. I'm going to a shop. Went to the first shop. Now, last time I went to the shop, this people gave me a bad vibe. It's some Nicaraguan people. I drove by today, because it's close to my house. I drove by and I saw there was like 5 of them just standing outside doing nothing on their phone. I'm like, okay, there's no waiting line. Let me stop by, see what this guy say. I say, hey bro, I need to change the rotor and the caliper on my drivers. He said, oh man, we got to do both. But the way they said it rubbed me off the wrong way. I said, all right, thank you very much. Got in my car, went to Tire Kingdom. I said, hey, how much is it to change both, what's up, John? How much is it to change both rotors and caliper? You know the estimate that guy gave me? He gave me the paper. I have the paper of the house. $1,500. Then I went to Tire. That was Firestone. Then I went to Tire Plus or something like this. I said, hey, I need to change the 2 rotors. How much is that? I need an estimate. Wa alaikum salam, Aki, how you doing? I need an estimate to change both rotors. He said, rotors and pads or just rotors? I said, just rotors. He said, to be honest, it's going to be cheaper if you get rotors and pads. I said, how much? He said, like, $360 something for rotors and pads. I don't have time to waste, bro. If I have more time, I'll get the part by myself. You know, wait. There's no time. Clock's ticking, you know? He said, and to flush the line is usually 60 something, but I can leave it to you for 30 if you want to flush the line. I said, all right, flush the line. So everything's going to be around, should be close to 400. But I think that should solve the problem. If that doesn't solve the problem, then it's going to be the calipers, which I hope is not the calipers. I think changing the rotors with new pads, because when we took the tires off, the rotor did look a little bit weird when it was rotating. So I went online and did a little research, and I looked up what are the symptoms of bad calipers. And nothing that's happening to the car right now is an indication that the calipers are bad. Then I looked up what are the symptoms of bad rotors. And then, you know, shakiness of the car, when you speed up it shakes, when you brake it shakes. Everything that's happening to the car. So I'm like, okay, it has to be the rotors then. So I'm getting put in new rotors and new pads. And line flushed, 400. I gotta do it, bro. I gotta do it. I cannot drive people like that. Rotors only shake when you brake. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. When I brake, they're shaking us. That was the original problem. If it's happening all the time, bad suspension. I hope not. I don't think it's a suspension though, because it started happening only on the left. You know, it was doing this, and I can feel it is in the front on the left side. Every time I would brake, it gives me the penguin. But now, it just started doing this. That when I'm on the highway, as soon as I go over 60, it's vibrating too. I don't know if it's because of a new, because I also looked up that it said it could be one of the tire lugs or whatever. Could be. Did I hit any curves at any point? Oh yeah, I've hit quite a few. Not lately, not today. No. Yeah. Yeah, because I need to be, bro. I gotta pay the rent. I can't have, I can't afford to kick any cans down the road right now. I had to change my front sprouts in the springs when it would shake at 55 at the steering wheel. How you doing, CO? Walaikum salam. Yeah. Inshallah. They will get. It's in the shop right now. They're changing the rotors and the brake pads. Bro, but Firestone wanted to charge me $1,500 for this, plus the calipers, pads, calipers, rotors, pads, caliper, rotors, $1,500. So you crazy as hell. I have the paper in the car. They gave me the estimate. Are you crazy as hell, man? I love Toyotas. You are crazy as hell. 1,500. And I told him without the pads on the estimate. And then he included the pads, and then he tried to like, oh bro, but it's a safety, blah blah. Bro, I don't play around with those people. When I see they trying to, be that guy. They trying to be that guy. They're trying to. No, bro. I'm telling you what I want. If you trying to upsell me, I just walk. I don't like people doing that. I'm telling you exactly what I need. Now, where I left it now, where they're doing a job, this guy tried to upsell me too, but it wasn't like, how can I say, he didn't try to upsell me. He just let me know that, hey, we have this extra if you want to do it. He said, we have a flushing line if you want it for like 60 more, but I can leave it for you for 30 if you want. I said, all right, include it, yeah. Now we're having internet issues. There's connection issues all of a sudden. So when I asked the dude in the other place, give me the estimate. Just for what I asked him for, he included all the other crap in there. I told him to give me the paper. Just so I can show how much freaking thieves they are. I have it in the car. I should have gotten this. This is like brown sugar. A little pretzel stuff. But yeah, it's better I get this done now, for sure. It has to get done. If it has to get done, there's no point of walaikum salam. There's no point of kicking the can down the road, bro. New pads, new rotors. You're hungry? So it comes with like a little dip. It's sweet. This is all sugar, bro. It's brown sugar. I gotta clean my hands. Last time I tried to buy this, I got the wrong ones. I got some that are salty. I didn't even know they had different ones. I thought this was they only had the sweets. Wa alaikum salam, Anthony. How are you? Would have done the brakes for what? Oh yeah. No, yesterday when I paid him, because I had to pay him cash, because he was telling me something about, he's supposed to have disability and all that. And anyway, so he can't have any like transactions, like electronic transactions. But this time he didn't find me for it. He's like, "Oh man, thank you so much. Times are hard. I wish, I told your dad I would do it for free anyway." I said, "No, man. I know times are hard. You're taking time out of your day and your work and you've helped us out plenty of times before. He's helped my dad plenty of times before, like with a car and stuff, no charge, So he was happy. Alhamdulillah, Anthony. Glad to hear that. I'll do what I can in my backyard. Patricia, how are you? Have a nice day. Most shops aren't trustworthy, yeah. Bro, these people are trying to charge me 15. Not this people that I want, but once before. This is the third shop I went to. I actually said, before I got out of the car, I said, if these people try to play me, I'm done. I'm going to try to do this myself. Like, get the pass. The thing is that we're leaving the 21st. I got to have the U-Haul ready with the stuff. The 22nd, we're going over there in the morning. So time is not on my side. I'm going to be busy with renting the U-Haul, unloading the stuff, getting stuff together in the apartment, things like this, getting settled over there. Then I got to come back. I got to bring my wife back. So we got to get her car. She might have to stay here like another week or so. So I can't afford to kick the can down the road, because when I go back, I got to start working. Bills are going to start coming, Rent, electric, all this. So could I've saved a couple hundred if I did it myself? Probably. But I'm not experienced in doing this either. I don't have the experience. I can kind of, I get the idea, but we're talking about brakes and wheels and stuff. That has to be, I got to be sure of what I'm doing there, right? Hey, my pops is not here now. I took him to the airport a few days ago. Smith, Thank you, Smith, for the super chat. Appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well, Smith. How are things going your way? So because time is not on my side with that, it's better to pay it. It's better to pay it, get it fixed. W. Smith. Yeah, bro. Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. I'm glad these things are happening now. Because if this was happening once I was already there over there, once I already moved and I was over there, and it would have been a whole different situation. Would have been worse. Wa alaikum salam, Viral. How are you? And I don't want to tell. Appreciate it, Aki. I don't want to tell. My wife is already stressed, so my wife is already stressed. So with the whole moving and changing my stepson to a school over there. But my wife has been very, very supportive, bro. She knows why we're moving over there. She knows to get my son back. So, Bosom. Thank you, Aki. Appreciate it, bro. Barakallah. What is talking about my wife? She just texted. She just did nothing to her. Bro, the coffee lately has not been doing anything to me either. I don't know if I need to change my coffee. I'll take coffee recommendations. Coffee drink now is not doing nothing. You know how it's supposed to give you a little boost? Doing nothing. Wallah, he's doing nothing, bro. If anything, it makes me crash. And I don't put sugar in it. I put honey. It's making me crash like 2 hours after drinking it. This guy's told me that the job should be done in like an hour, maybe 2. So I've never had coffee, so I can't have. You never had a cup of coffee? You kidding, bro? Boosum, you've had coffee, right? I know Boosum has. Hustle, you've never had coffee ever. Not even. You don't know what it tastes like? No way, bro. What? Why not, bro? That's crazy. Do you know the effect the coffee is going to have on you if you actually try it? Because you've never had it? Oh, yeah, the tea, right? It's a tea. The Argentinian tea. It's an herb tea, from what I understand. Bro, if you drink coffee, because you've never had it. I started drinking coffee in the late 30s. Addiction now. Bro, actually, some people are actually addicted to it. In the sense that even if they can stop, even if they stop drinking it for like a day, they'll get a headache. So their body's like addicted to it. Even if they don't have the urge to drink it, right? Let's say they can go without drinking it, but they'll get a headache if they don't drink it. How you doing, chat? Lavaza. I don't know Lavaza. Wa alaikum salam, Mr. President. Oh shoot, I got 7%. I got 7% and no charger. I gotta go back to the shop. The good thing is that the shop is like next door. I gotta start heading back because if they call me, my phone might be dead. So I gotta make sure I gotta make sure I'm over there, bro. Tea is better and healthier, that's for sure. That is true. That is true. Walaikum salam, Mr. President, Vladimir Putin. Right, let me finish this water. The thing about me is, I can't drink tea. At least not green tea. I think green tea is the one that's bad for me. Maybe black tea too. Because of the oxalates and the history of kidney stones. That's one of the things that are high in oxalates. That's the thing about having a history of kidney stones. There's things that are even good for you in other ways. But when it comes to kidney stones, they're bad for you. Like tea is good for you, spinach is good for you, but it's bad for you when it comes to the kidney stone situation, oxalates. Yeah, I'm at the mall. I used to bring my son here when I had him. I'm exiting the mall now. This mall is like pretty dead. But because there's been so many people that have moved this way, in this area, they have dumped 60 million to renovate this mall. 60 mil. That means they see the growth in population here and they know they're gonna get that money back. Because it's true, bro. They're building like new cities here. Like new cities, miles and miles and miles of freaking new houses, new townhouses around here. Like miles. Like they'll wipe out an area like with a bunch of miles. There was just grass and trees. And they'll do new constructions like townhouses and things like this, yes. So, yeah, but I got 6% battery. So I gotta start heading to the shop. Because the guy has my phone number to call me, but if the phone dies, then they call. I'm not gonna have a battery. It's gonna be dead. It gonna be dead. So man, I need that fixed today, bro, inshallah. Hope that corrects the problem. I need that, man. I need that because my attention and my time needs to be right now towards something else, which is the moving, packing, things like this. But alhamdulillah, I'm glad it's happening now, bro. Like I said, better now than after moving. Once the house and markets crashes, it will be abandoned and unfinished. Look, you see how they closed off this area? All the green fencing, they're building something. What the hell? They're building something, maybe a new store or renovating or something. All right. Ah, bro. It is what it is. It's better to rip the Band-Aid off. 400. And I have the other alternator coming in. That was another 400. Shit, man. I might have to, I don't know, man. Because the thing is that the alternator is fine, right? No problems with it. But this is an alternator that I put in like maybe a year ago, maybe a year and a half. And I've had this code on the board that won't go away. I've talked about this. I've taken it to dealerships. They can't get rid of it. Toyota couldn't get rid of it because it's an aftermarket one. So I got one from Toyota, so that I can replace it and have that code be gone. Because later on anyway, when I'm gonna sell it, if they see a code on the board they can't get rid of, they're gonna, lowball me on offers, and we have to find out what's the issue with the car, and that opens the door for massive lowballing. So to avoid any of that garbage, when it's time to sell the car or to trade it in, well, not trade it in because I'm not gonna finance. I can't be dealing with finance no more. When it's time to sell it and get a new one, I don't want nobody trying to lowball me. People already lowball you as it is. Imagine if there's a code on the board that they can't get rid of. You can explain to them, hey man, listen, it's an aftermarket alternator. Everything's good with it. You can test drive it. Everything runs fine. It's just the code is gonna be there. They're gonna lowball. It's gonna be a problem. So to avoid that in the future, I'm getting now that situation. I might have to fix. I mean, unless the alternator gets here tomorrow or something, then I can replace it. The alternator, I know how to replace myself. I can do that myself, right? Because I've done it twice already with my pops in the past. It's not that difficult. Take out a few screws. Take out a few bolts. Disconnect the battery. Take the serpentine belt off. Take it out, plug in the new one, put the bolts back in, put the plug back in, install the serpentine belt, and you Gucci. Finish. Plug in the battery, and you good. But if it doesn't get here by tomorrow, which, man, I had to pay for overnight shipping, and it's been 4 days now. Freaking scam. But my tires are good. I don't need tires. Everything else is pretty much good, man. That car's solid. And the alternator, the one I'm gonna take out, it's like a replacement one, but it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not broken. It just gives that code there you can't get rid of for some reason. It runs perfectly fine. Get a shipping refund. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a shipping refund because BS, bro. Alhamdulillah. I'm glad I'd rather it not happen, but I'm glad it's happening now rather than later after the move. So alhamdulillah. Let me see at what time this guy's called. Called at 2:48. He said it will take about an hour, maybe two. An hour and a half. Because they have my number and he called me to make sure, But this is where I'm at. So I'm gonna go wait there because I got 4% battery. Let me see where they got the car. They should have it in now. Really, I'm sure they do. Oh yeah, that's my bat boy right there. They're working on it. They're working on that boy. That's mine, right? Should be. Yeah. Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, that's mine right there. They're working on it. Undergoing surgery. Again. But anyways, how you doing, Patricia? I'm gonna be back later, inshallah, with another stream because I have 4%. Phone's about to die anyway. So I'll be back later, inshallah. Boosum, thank you, Aki. Thank you for the super chat. And Smith, appreciate it as well. I'll be back in a little while, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.